Yo guys, this is your artist Tolg and I'm back with a new drawing tutorial. It's been a long time. Today we are going to draw Vegeta Ultra Ego powering up. And all of that with cheap alcohol-based markers. But we will come to that later. First we have to do the sketch. Therefore, we need an A4 size paper sheet, a ruler, a pencil and an eraser. The materials I use here are all listed in my info box. If you don't know about this transformation of Vegeta, this is another drawing of mine, which I did when the form first came out. Vegeta has a God of Destruction power, which you can read about in the manga. Now we can get to the sketch. We will draw in the horizontal format today. Then we will add a 3 cm guideline for the face. This small detail is very helpful, just like that. And now we can start the sketch. So, the head is slightly leaned to the side. Therefore I will draw another guideline which is slightly diagonal. Then we can start drawing the eyes. The Ultra Ego form has no eyebrows, just like Super Saiyan 3. We will use the straight guideline as orientation for the width of the eyebrows. Great, then we will draw the nose, but from a different perspective. As Vegeta is powering up, he is looking up. Therefore we can see the bottom of the nose. And then we will continue with the eyes. The eyes will be wide open and I choose to draw the eyes without the iris. This way the rage of the character will be more intense. After that, we will draw the mouth, which is very wide open as well. I am drawing the shape of the mouth first, before I add any details to it. I do this pretty much during the entire sketch for every body part of the character, just because it makes it way easier to draw, and this way you will do less mistakes. Great, then we can draw the wrinkles around the mouth, and then we can draw the teeth, tongue and the beginning of the throat. We are able to see the full set of teeth of Vegeta because he is screaming to reach new power levels. Alright, that looks perfect. Now we will draw the face shape. We will again use the straight guideline as orientation for the width of the face. Then we will draw the hairline and the heart-shaped forehead, and after that we will draw the ears, which are placed next to the eyes. First we are drawing the shape of the ears, and then we are adding the details to it. Some adjustments here and there, and then we will add some veins to his forehead, drawing the shape of the neck and also some scratches to his face, as Vegeta is battle damaged as always. And to finish up the face, we will add the earring to the left ear. Now we can move on to the hair. I am drawing the rough sketch of the entire hair first, and just after that I will draw each hair strand detailed. As you know, the hair of Dragon Ball characters are very spiky, very thick at the bottom, and they are getting very thin towards the top. When we did the hair, we will add some hairlines with the same direction of each hair strand to finish it up. Perfect, the head is done and it looks good. Now we will continue with the body. Here again I'm drawing the rough shape of the entire body with the pose I want them to be. Chest up, arms back, fists up, and just raging. Drawing like this will save you much time and effort, guys. I will let the sketching part go longer than usual so you can follow my steps easier. So, now we can get to the details. As Vegeta's battle damaged, we will draw his armor destroyed. One side is still there, but we will draw some cracks in it. As you can see, I'm drawing just the shape of the armor first, because I want to start drawing the neck and chest part more detailed. We will draw Vegeta with full and detailed muscles, just like they were in Dragon Ball Z. That's how I grew up, and that left its mark on my art style. Alright, that's good for now. We will continue with the armor. We will add the details to the Saiyan armor step by step. Perfect, looks good so far, and the suit below the armor is also demolished. Now we will add some veins to the chest and draw some scratches to the skin, and then we will finish up the armor. Adding some more and bigger cracks to it, which looks really badass. After that we will draw the rest of the torn suit, and to finish up that part, we will add the last details to the armor. Great, now we will draw the defined abs and adding some more scratches to the skin. The legs cannot be seen, so we will just draw them with the space we have left. Now I am adjusting and improving the chest and neck part. I always look for areas to improve on the sketching until I'm 100% happy with it. Perfect. And now we can finally draw the arms with the round and defined shoulders, the big and round biceps, and the massive forearms. The hands are shaped into a fist. I am drawing the rough shape of the fist first, and then I start drawing the hand with the fingers bent in inwards against the palm and held there tightly. Looks great. Now we are drawing the glove, which is a bit wrinkled. After that, we will add a small torn part of the suit on a bicep, and that's it for one arm. Now we will do the exact same thing for the other arm. You can use a ruler, or in my case a pencil, to see if the shoulders, biceps and hands are at the same level. The only difference on this arm is that the suit is completely gone on this side. Just a small torn part is left under the glove. Alright guys, adding the last veins and scratches, and that would be it for the sketching. The most difficult task in my opinion is completed successfully, and now we can ink this badass. For the first layer of ink I need pens with 0.05 and 0.03mm strength. For me these are perfect. I like to use pens from Copic by the way, but you can use any pen you want as long as they are good quality. And as the process for the first layer of ink is very simple, I will skip the most part. Just make sure that you draw each line one after the other, rotate the paper if you need to, and take your time. Perfect. First layer done, and now we will erase all the pencil lines with an eraser of your choice. After that, we will attack the second layer of ink, and let me tell you, this is really important. We are using the same pens plus some bigger sizes, and we are redrawing the entire line art, but we will leave thicker lines on the way. Your line art will stand out enormously and will make your drawing look 10 times better. It's also like a pre-coloring and a double check on the inking to make everything more accurate. We are shading the darkest areas already and highlighting specific areas of the muscles, face features and shades. As you can see, it makes the line art look completely different than before. I love inking like this. Vegeta just looks 10 times more badass. Alright guys, line art of Vegeta Ultra Ego is done and man, it looks amazing. I really like it and now it's time to color this guy. And the cheap alcohol markers I use today are Arrtx sketch markers. I know I used them before and honestly, these are great. As you can see, these also have two tips and I will get right into the coloring. Using 147 as the brightest purple color tone for the hair and using it mostly on the outer part of each hair strand. By the way, this form seems to have purple hair. The official colors has not been released yet, so most of us assuming this is the right color. Anyways, the main color tone for the hair is 81, covering the entire white part of the hair, and after that I will use the same marker along the hair lines to give the hair a slightly darker shade. By the way, the price for a set of 80 markers is around $60. Depends on your location. For comparison, Copics, the markers I use most of the time, are way more expensive. A set of 72 markers costs around $300. I will tell you more about the differences of these markers during the video, guys. We will color the suit also in purple, because of the aura which we will draw at the end, starting with 75 on the outer part of the muscles. Then we are using 73 to cover the rest of the arm with 2 layers. Why 2 layers? To cover the whole area evenly. And then we are using 120 to add some darker shades to the arm along with the shades we did before. And this is how we will color the rest of the suit, guys. Same order of color tones which you can see on the left side. Perfect. And now to the damaged armor. We will color the white and gray part in rosé because of the aura, using 138 as the brightest color tone and adding shades to the inner part of the armor. Then we will use 17 and adding some darker shades and highlights to the armor. And finally, we are adding more small highlights with 1 to 5. Very simple, guys. We are also using the same colors for the gloves. I like to start coloring with the brightest color tone and work myself up to the darkest. For me, this works the best. As you can see, the colors of these markers are very strong and vibrant. I love that. The blending also works well and I can manage to color evenly. So there is really nothing negative to say about these markers. Now we can move on to that part of the armor. How is that part called? I really don't know. Let's just color it. using 36 as the brightest and then 104 as the main color tone. For the dark shades, we are using 101, and we are also doing 2 to 3 layers as usual. My drawings takes so much longer to finish because of these 2 layers of ink and 2 to 3 layers of colors, but that's my style and I love it. And to finish up the armor, we will use a black color pencil to add some scratches to it. Then we can move on to the skin, using 29 as the brightest color tone and 309 as the main color tone. We will add the shades on the inner and upper part of the muscles. The next darker tone is 97. I also like to use the definition of the muscles and the veins to place the shades. And to add the final and darkest highlights to the skin, we will use 329. And this is how it goes, guys. Oh, and I just found the bad thing about these markers, guys. You cannot refill them. Once they run out of ink, which can happen pretty fast, you have to get new ones. With Copics, for example, you can always get some new ink. That way your marker lasts pretty much forever as long as you got the ink. Maybe because of that these markers are that cheap. Still, I really like these Arrtx sketch markers and I use them every time. Alright guys, finishing up the face with some big shades and highlights and with some blood. And to finish up Vegeta completely, we will color the earring, mouth and eyes. All the colors I use are listed on the left side and also in the info box. Vegeta Ultra Ego looks badass, and to make the rage explode, we will surround him with an epic purple aura, using 138 to draw the shape of the aura with some light swipes. I will give Vegeta the OG Super Saiyan aura, but in purple. Then we are using 1/7 and doing some bigger and thicker swipes. Do it slow and controlled, guys. Use your imagination and think about how the aura would look the best. Very good. Then we are using 138 again to add a lighter layer to the aura. Also using the swipe technique here. Very good, guys. And now we are using 81 to add a nice dark contrast to the aura on the outer part. Do this very slow and controlled, guys. We're also using the swiping technique here as well. Looking amazing. The aura is really fitting the rage. And now we are using 17 again to do some blending and to increase the contrast. Great, the aura is done, and now we will add some highlights to the aura with a rosé gel pen. Just add some random dots to the aura like I do here. And then we will do the same thing on Vegeta, but with a white gel pen. Looking very good, guys. We are almost there. To make Vegeta stand out more with the aura, we will color the background all black. Therefore you can use a black marker of your choice. I'm using lots of layers here to make the black area totally even. Not much to explain here, let's just finish this and then we can take a look at the final result together, guys. Alright guys, and this is how you draw Vegeta Ultra Ego with God of Destruction powers in Rage and with an epic aura. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. This was a lot of work, so if this tutorial was helpful for you, make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel to show me your support. Let me know in the comments what you think of this and for which characters you want to see a tutorial next. I will make some prints of this drawing, which you can find in my online shop tomorrow. If you are ever interested in a custom drawing, contact me on Instagram or email me at arttolg@gmail.com. If this video still went too fast for you, don't worry. I will upload this drawing in real time on my second channel very soon. Check out all the information about everything in the info box below. And now this is it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.